like to be terrified. Tick tock in the night when the dogs bite. Grey goose on the rocks for my numb mind. Nowhere to run, oh baby, can't you see that my love feels terrible? Deep dark in the coffin when you shut the door. Oh God, I can't take this pain anymore, anymore. Lights out, lights out, lights out. Baby, what's it be? What's your next trick? Holding them like Texas. I just wanna love, don't wanna worry about your next bitch. What about our dreams, our goals, and all the other promises? I'll just break them, cool. Then you come around till dawn, take me downtown, fancy dress, flossed out, dripping Chanel all over my neck. But it's the chain around my heart that's the heaviest yet. Pain is so immeasurable. Pain is so immeasurable now. Pain is so immeasurable, terrible, beautiful. Terrible, terrible, beautiful. Settle for less. Don't make me regret. Don't leave me in charge. I know where you are. Don't say not my name.
Just thought I would stream it instead of doing
I
it
won't play that part where you break my
in
heart.
Discord.
I know sometimes we've been through it all. Yes, I know by now. Oh, I know by now. Call my name, make it arch, have your way in the dark. Do it all right now. Do it all right now. 'Cause I feel a little too unconditional love. I feel your love like no other. I wanna deep in your love. I feel a little too raw. I feel like unconditional, unconditional. Alone in this place. Now I let you see me this way. Like I see you at all. See you for who you are. No, it's more than a phase. You tell me that this is.
I gotta wait for it to kick in so I can adjust the windows.
Isn't safe. Oh, I think you do it all. Yeah, I think that you do it all. I know sometimes we've been through it all. Yes, I know by now. Oh, I know by now. What they say, fuck it all, 'cause nobody can love like I
It should start any minute now.
Let me love you right now. 'Cause I feel a little too unconditional love. I feel your love like no other.
Wait, maybe it was 9:30, so it'd be 10:30 my time. It's okay. We got time.
Unconditional, 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 unconditional. Unconditional, unconditional.
Baby, come take, but I'll never break your heart. If you fall into, I'm here to break your fall. Rush you through my mind, but I can't shake you off at all. Love ain't like the movies. You soaked in my hair, you shampoo me, yeah. When you would spoon me, unless you could prove it's
Real for real, sweet like candy. I can taste it when I close my eyes. When you pull up, it's too sweet. Oh, I'm on a sugar high. Shampoo, shampoo.
Oh, I'm on a sugar high.
Got me in my head like, yeah. Shampoo, shampoo. Gotta get my head right. I need a couple of things. I'm so broke 'cause I'm conditioned that way.
professor in the classroom. Even when you're out my head, I know that you'll be back soon. Close grip like track shoes, running down my head and shoulders. Squeeze you tight to get you going. Foaming emotions when you move your hands in different motions. Just another aroma for me to sit and soak in. But just in case you didn't notice,
oh, my sugar. Shampoo, shampoo, got me in my head like shampoo, shampoo, gotta get my hair right. I need a couple of things. I'm so broke 'cause I'm conditioned that way. Shampoo, shampoo, gotta get my hair right. Got me in my head like gotta get my hair right. Got me in my head like gotta get my hair right. Got me in my head like gotta get my hair right. Yeah. Got me in my head like gotta get my hair right.
Pulling out the coupe at the lot. Told him fuck 12, fuck SWAT. Busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn seal. I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals. We been tripping like the 80s. Pulling out the coupe at the lot. Pulling out the coupe at the lot. I was at back, where the stash at? Cruise the city in a bulletproof Cadillac. Cause I know these niggas out there where the bag at. Gotta move smarter, gotta move harder. Nigga try to give me 5 mile water. I lay his ass down on my son, on my daughter. I had the Draco with me, Dwayne Carter. Lot of niggas out here playing, ain't ballin'. I done put my whole arm in the rim, Vince Carter. And I know Poppy get a key for the party. Shawty barely seen the double C's, I bought her. Got a bitch that's looking like a Leah, she a model. I got the pink slip, my whip is keyless. Cuffin' on my body, get the key to the city. Pulling out the coupe at the lot. Pulling out the coupe at the lot.
Pull up the single turn up. 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 Ooh, yeah, come for this ooh. Yeah, pull up for certain. Yeah, come set the mood. Yeah, you come like sunshine. Yeah, come meet the moon. Baby, gon' find so fine, might give her the woo. Yeah, ooh, yeah, come for this ooh. Yeah, pull up for certain. Yeah, come set the mood. Yeah, you come like sunshine. Yeah, come meet the moon. Baby, gon' find so fine, might give her the woo. Pull up the single turn up. 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 Pull up and make it clap. Bust it down in my jeans. You niggas spend racks. class. Bust it down on my jeans, and up in your back. Wind up your rap, boom boom, when your pussy so tight, make a nigga change ways. No, I've been broke, no once, but twice, that's why nigga gotta get paid. Wind up your rap, boom boom, when your pussy so tight, make a nigga change ways. No, I've been broke, no once, but twice, that's why nigga really self-made. Pull up the team, go turn up. Pull up the team, go turn up. Pull up the team, go turn up. Pull up the team, go turn up.
I've been a throw up the sex in a and I can put you in. I can put you in. I've been a throw up the sex in a and I can put you in. Sweet semen. I know what they like, so I just keep cheesing. Hard drive full of heat seeking. Tryna come the same day as Jack rethinking. You don't need Givenchy, you need Jesus. Why do y'all sleep on me? I need reasons. I got plex in the mail peak season. Shout out to my UPS workers, making sure I receive it. You could do it too, believe it. I've been a throw up the sex in a and I can put you in. I can put you in.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am. They say you a superstar now, damn. I guess I am. You might be the man, well, that's unless I am. Okay, I'll confess I am. Go ahead and get undressed, I am. Okay, cool, you on Sunset? I am. I'm about to slide, okay, I'm outside, okay. This lifestyle don't got many downsides. Except for the lack of time I get around my family, making sure they never downsize. I got visions of my mom saying, wait, this house mine. Can't lie, I'm on Angus Cloud 9. I got him on the bandwagon now, about time. I ain't even got no downtime. Every time I speak, she say, yeah, that sounds fine. I've been a throw up the sex in a and I can put you in. I can put you in.
Take me back, pause, play the game, lost to hearts, won the battle, lost the war. We didn't mean to go this far. Now take me back to Mexico when you was mine and I was yours. You know it's facts, the drugs involved. You had my back, we had it all. 7 a.m. big bag, we got it roll. A lot happened last night, you'll never know. At least that's what I thought, yeah, right before. She didn't ask, she like God for me, my queen, I'll sing to you. Cause talk is cheap, it's not your fault. I freaked, I'll leave, cause after all, I'm me.
You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say that's the bad guy.
I'm me. Baby, wake up, it's not a dream. I hate the fact it's haunting me. The rush, the hit, like ecstasy. We broke, we choked, we lost control. Can't take it back, we did it all. I hate the fact we did it raw. It's not your fault, a freak on me, you're right. Baby, you know wrong. I'm in.
Hey, that's all good. If the music's too loud, let me know. I can turn it down. Just try to have something there, because you know I don't like to talk much.
You see that fence post nail at the top to hold the water bucket when the faucet's off. That hideaway shed ain't just for the straw, but also lighting up and strumming on a guitar. And I sang, man, oh man, where'd the good
Holy Lord, lucky who it is. Welcome to my stream.
Walker was playing on a radio. So I sang, boy, oh,
Big heart, sis. Big heart.
Cowboy, I'm about to smack y'all like the ass on a cowgirl. I missed the Tennessee, barefoot bandit up in Rocky Top, orange and white blanket up in that red rag tie. You want the gun smoke and bring your ass to the fall. We just some country boys and girls getting stoned in a bomb. I get the cheddar, hoochie coochie, I'm the hollow Elvis Presley. Even when I'm fat and old, Dixie chicks are gonna stick me. I'll be somewhere on a boat, getting too damn sunburned. Middle fingers up, sissy still being butt hurt. I'll be casting a line, just sitting watching the float. Jump with the country and country, no need to give it to me. And I sang, man, oh man, where'd the good times go? Back when Fall by Clay Walker was playing on a radio. So I sang, boy, oh boy, how I miss them old Toyotas. Yeah, country is as country does. We was, but no one told us. Yeah, the music industry think it got me itching like sumac. Got a bunch of tins in Tennessee line dancing to this rap. Lap steals to the shimmy of all that bass in the floor. Joyce do it like the legends. Rock it out till we're deaf, boys. I'm kicking up the average like I'm jumping off a Peterbilt. Parking through the algae where the creekers hit the shine steels. Riding down the roads and leaving nothing but a buzz. I put the country in the rap because I'm wrapped up in the nose. No song. Just believe me when I say one day when I'm dead and gone, you'll smirk along and sing. And you'll sing, man, oh man, where'd the good times go? Back when it was holler boys by a church on the radio. So I sang, boy, oh boy, how I miss them old Toyotas. Yeah, country is as country does. We was, but no one told us.
You said hold on, but I'm slipping again. When's the last time that my heart got a win? Yeah, it's been so long, forgot how to begin. Guess there's no fresh start when you're living in sin. Slow down vibes, think you do it on purpose. And when it's top drop, I'ma open my curtains. Know what love get rough, but is it really worth it? And I wanna say bye, but I can't and I'm hurt. In some ways, it would be nice keeping you here, but I'm far out of my mind. No, that ain't fair, want you for mine. Even though you're killing me, still want you in my life. I don't know why. Why do I don't know why. Love you? Why do I love you? Why can't I stay away from you? Why do I love you? Summer turn to winter, how you get so cold? Ask me if I trust you, but it's hard to know. Ask me if I love you, but it's hard to show. Things I wanna grow from, but I can't let go. Yeah, my heart got me blinded. You a bad influence, I don't need reminding. You say that in love, everything's about time. And now I'm rushing my place just to keep you beside me. In some ways, it would be nice keeping you here, but I'm far out of my mind. much just for mine. Even though you're killing me, still want you in my life. I don't know why. Why do I love you? Why do I love you? Why can't I stay away from you? Why do I love you?
I should set up a waiting area. Right. Well, I might be able to do.
Son, I've been in the woods for like a week, Drew. Smoking weed, getting back to myself. Yeah, church. Hey, get the Yoda, load the axes, drop the world right off in Texas. I stumbled up in this bitch and I ain't even need no practice. Babe, ruthless foul ball, so you know I'm always catching those amphibious with flows like I run that game with web toes. Yeah, there that boy go, Rooster Nicholas all gold. Diamonds in that mud cost more than a truck he drive, yo. Damn straight, motherfucker, my curriculum from the dirt. Same grain, I got them maters from the Adam. I bought lights up, don't get me piped up. Chattanooga shots up, getting drunk like a farmer, put the vid in the mud. Fuck it, let it get stuck. Get the tractor full of truck, like a winch in a rut. If you gotta crank it up, I'll be your huckleberry. I'll be your dark and scary. I'll be your man of the hour, Mr. Churchstone Sour. And I'll be those
that's not gonna work.
Granddad's gun in a 1500.
Try
A
this.
son of a bitch and a crazy motherfucker. Man, I love that feeling, the blue lights on a Friday. One lane, one way, no
Nope,
way.
that's not gonna work either.
Hard to buy and I'll be flexing like my driveway. It's
Oh
a
well.
one way for Hollywood, the long way. I got dirt in my nails and there's nails in my dirt. Run barefoot behind me and your feet gon' hurt. My little piggy hit the market, your little piggy look whacked off. Y'all country but can't even get the blade up in the hack. Chop wood for the gram, let the wood get wet. I got Rick stacked up with a tarp on it bed. And if you see me swinging the axe, it ain't because of bonfire. It's because I went crazy and live in a house made of cross ties. I'll be your huckleberry. I'll be your dark and scary. I'll be your man of the hour, Mr. Churchstone Sour. And I'll be those KC lights in a four-bush truck. Granddad's gun in a 1500. A son of a bitch and a crazy motherfucker. Mustang like a Stauch, leather jacket like Dally. Outside of my town, switchblade in my jacket. Yeah, don't make that soda pop, pop. No carbonation added. River water in my veins to muddy water. I'm a addict. Raising hell like I planted devil seeds, then I grew it. Oh wait, that's sweet. Hot damn, I feel stupid. Devil's lettuce on the ranch. I wish the ghost could be some peppers. Peter Piker picked a Chevy. Now his truck is full of bad bitches. I'm rocking racks up on these riches. Built my house in all these
Well,
bitches.
maybe it's. What time? Does anybody know what time that it is in? Was it Cairo? Let me see.
I'll be your dark and scary. I'll be your
Dark and
man of the
scary.
hour, Mr. Churchstone Sour.
Mr. Church goes
I'll be
sour.
those KC lights in a four-bush truck. Granddaddy's gun in a 1500. A son of a bitch and a crazy motherfucker.
Oh. Well, it's only 8:33 there. Should I just come back?
Should've told ya. Doing what I'm doing while we smoke up.
Just go live again, or
Leave the back door, leave it wide open.
oh really?
Don't
So it'd be
know when
why does it say?
I know what you want, just keep it open.
It says 10 for me.
One touch, get it till the going gets done. Like the way you roll a real one. Wanna lick it 'cause it tastes so yum. That rum pom pom. Wanna show you some. Get it flowing, champagne in my cup. Had to live it 'cause I know I'm going up. Had to live it 'cause I know I'm going up.
All right, well, we'll just let it roll. Oh, yeah, want. All right.
Don't ask me where I've been, baby, where you wanna be. I can tell you, babe, but you know that nothing's free. Be easy, I just need a little, I can do it hands-free. Know you heard about me, flex OD. I've been lit from the jump, don't slip on the sauce. Light work, one touch, get it till the going gets done. Like the way you roll a real one. Wanna lick it cause it tastes so yum. That rum pom pom. Wanna show you some. Get it flowing, champagne in my cup. Had to live it cause I know I'm going up. Had to live it cause I know I'm going up. Put that timing on me. Put that timing on you, baby. Light work, one touch. Get it till the going gets done. Like the way you roll a real one. Wanna lick it cause it tastes so yum. That rum pom pom. Wanna show you some. Get it flowing, champagne in my cup. Had to live it cause I know I'm going up. Had to live it cause I know I'm going up.
She told me that nobody knows. And she left me with a broken heart. She fooled me twice and it's all my fault. She cut too deep, now she left me scarred. Now there's so many thoughts going through my brain. And now I'm taking these shots like it's Novocaine. Yeah. Oh, I fall apart.
Yeah.
My cold. Oh, I fall apart. Time to my cold. I fall apart. Time to my cold. Time to my cold.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Surprise when you call me up, girl. Hardest damn
I'm just, it's my way of saying that I appreciate you being here.
never caught a feeling this hard. Harder than the liquor I pour. Tell me you don't want me no more. But I can't let go. Everybody told me so. Feeling like I sold my soul. Devil in the form of a whore. Devil in the form of a whore. You said
Kind of ignore stream elements. I didn't turn it off. To my core. I gotta reset all this. Gosh darn it.
They say buy a lift kit, 'cause now you're rich, but that's not my frame of mind. I still trim the bumper off in the front just to fit my 35s. I got the tread still humming down cracked asphalt, singing Millie Bob Love Charlene. And I still love seeing that hometown line says welcome to Tennessee. And I'll be riding around this town, still blaring your favorite song. I'll be sitting in a spot where the cops ain't parked, getting my line up church home. Yeah, you know I'm living like a county fair, stay chugging on my love's tea. Yeah, your buddies might have moved out their own hometown, but one of them buddies ain't me. Not ain't me. Not ain't me. No, it ain't me. No, it ain't me. 'Cause I'm still riding around this town, still blaring the same old songs, still trying to find a spot
Yeah.
where the cops don't park. So
I thought it was something else today.
I still stay lit like a county fair, sweeter than a jug of Milo's tea.
I don't know. I got caught up on the
Coming out in public, they should brace for us.
the attorney kind of loving on
Gonna be the greatest, no debate in love. Want you now, don't want
Letecia.
you later. Go tell somebody else, don't fuck with haters. I know what I'm on, don't put yourself in danger. I'm the one they all been asking about. You see, party hour nights, living my life. Nothing but the best in the recipe. Shorty, you a vibe, meet me by my side. Everything I like, yeah, you're so
Oh, come on.
beautiful.
I didn't even click on that.
Work that body like you're taking me home, and I won't let go. Don't you let go. You're killing me like drunk in love, and I heard that you're scared. So am I, love. But don't fear, 'cause we got you and I, love. I don't need a reason to ball out, love. I make every single second count, love. Try to take it from me, yeah, I doubt it, love. How I'm really living in the clouds above.
I mean, are they trying to distract her from what's going on and then want her to answer stuff later?
I
don't know.
Beautiful on the floor. Work that body like you're taking me home, and I won't let go. Don't you let go. You're killing me like drunk in love, and I heard that you're scared. So am I, love. But don't fear, 'cause we got you and I, love. And I'll give it my best try, love. 'Cause we got you and I, love.
Yeah. Why is there a gap at the very top? It's just irritating.
Beautiful on the floor. Work that body like you're taking me home, and I won't let go. Don't you let go. You're killing me like drunk in love, and I heard that you're scared. So am I, love. But don't fear, 'cause we got you and I, love.
Some days I don't wanna wake, I just wanna bake.
There we go. That might work.
Roll me up a J, fill my room up with the smoke. So you can't see me when I'm at my low, 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 low. I grew up when YouTube began. I looked up stuff that seemed pretend. The Illuminati and the pyramids. I've been 12 hours deep on a Google binge. I heard stories of strange men dressed in black clothes. In a black mask coming up to people's windows. I sleep with a 5.56, always loaded. Optic rocking the nights. My room looked like Fort Knox. My mind running like an evil genius. Sometimes I scare my damn self cause I'm Norman Bates with a sense of kindness. With the kindness, sick of being a sickness. Sitting in the bottom of the shit river ditches. This ain't nice pics and hot chicks. It's nirvana. I ain't trying for a dollar. Some days I don't wanna wake. I just wanna bake. I don't wanna wait. Tell my mate, roll me up a J. Fill my room up with the smoke. So you can't see me when I'm at my low. Some days I don't wanna wake. I just wanna bake. I don't wanna wait. Tell my mate, roll me up a J. Fill my room up with the smoke. So you can't see me when I'm at my low. This is one of them dope tracks that'll make people say I'm on drugs now. They'll probably say that I'm going crazy or I got possessed by the Willis house. They'll probably claim that I'm a danger to myself for all them nights at 3 o'clock. Precious time rolled in a swisher, listening for a whisper from my name. Heading Indian style, burning sage like I'm Cherokee. Deep eye sockets, hairline, got a widow's peak. Knife in the sheath, Pocahontas in the sheets. I'll be damned if I let America John Smith me. Some days I don't wanna wake, I just wanna bake. I don't wanna wait. Tell my mate, roll me up a J. Fill my room up with the smoke. So you can't see me when I'm at my low. Some days I don't wanna wake, I just wanna bake. I don't wanna wait. Tell my mate, roll me up a J. Fill my room up with the smoke. So you can't see me when I'm at my low. People say I change, yeah, I'm not the same, yeah. Wanna be a leader, but don't care about being famous. You wanna know what fame is? It's stressful and it's dangerous. I'm not complaining, I'm just writing out a story that's important for the up and coming. Don't bow down to biz of money, stay secluded, know yourself and see them coming. Don't let them choose what you're becoming. Be ready to die, cause haters hunting for headlines and shooting for 'em. Some days I don't wanna wake, I just wanna bake. I don't wanna wait. Tell my mate, roll me up a J. Fill my room up with the smoke. So you can't see me when I'm at my low. Some days I don't wanna wake, I just wanna bake. I don't wanna wait. Tell my mate, roll me up a J. Fill my room up with the smoke. So
Right.
you can't see me when I'm at my low.
You could put it all on me. 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 You told me life is what you make it. This love will get you high, will shoot me to the sky, no safety. That's a risk that I'm taking. I don't really need my heart, so break it. Original, but you never find me. Wouldn't even try it. Is it wrong? Is it right that I'm on one tonight? Standing here, can't deny what I see with my eyes. My God,
Why is that?
please
Oh,
excuse my dirty mind. Please excuse my dirty mind. Think about undressing you. Think about it all the time. Please excuse my dirty mind.
there we go.
Excuse my dirty
I figured it out.
mind. Think about just sexing you. Think about
Yeah,
it
tamales
all
sound good.
on me. You could put it all on me. You could put it all on me. You could put it all on me.
Is it beef or
I can't hide myself, so what? Don't look back, let's smoke this blunt. Fuck that stuff, that ego
corn
stuff.
husk?
No,
Did you do it in
like
corn
it
husk?
when it's rough. I can't help myself, darling. Your body, it just calls me. What you do, yeah, you taunt me. I know you'd rather love me.
I want to try. Someone told me that you could do it with chicken. I want to try it, but I'm scared to.
That I'm on one tonight, standing here, can't deny what I see with my eyes. My God, please excuse my dirty mind. Please excuse my dirty mind.
Oh, well, that's okay. They're still good.
About it all the time. Please excuse my dirty it all on me. You can put it all on me. You can put it all on me. What's up, what's up, what's up?
Yeah. I'm not saying that they're hard to make. I just don't know if I want to try to do the chicken ones and mess it up.
Wanna believe that you don't have a bad bone in your
Wanna
body.
believe that you don't have a bad bone in your body.
Make you go, wow, 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 yeah. Wanna believe that even when you're stone cold, you're sorry. Tell me why you gotta be so out of your mind, yeah. I know you're choking on your fears. Already told you I'm right here.
I'm behind.
Stay by your side
I'll shut up.
every night. I don't know why you hide from the one and close your eyes to the one that's up and lies to the one that you love. When you know you can cry to the one always confide in the one you can be kind to the one that you love. I know you need the upper hand even when we aren't fighting. Cause in the past you had to prepare every time, yeah. Don't wanna leave. But if you're gonna fight, then do it for me. I know you built a love but broken down, so just try, yeah. I know you're choking on
All
your
good.
fears.
Oh,
Already
good.
told you I'm right
You're
here.
fine.
Will stay
Work,
by your side
work comes first.
every night. I don't know why you hide from the one and close your eyes to the one that's up and lies to the one that you love. When you know you can cry to the one always confide in the one you can be kind to the one that you love. I know it's hard for you, but it's not fair. Going sick in the head, trying to get you there. And I know it's hard for you, but it's not fair. It's not fair. I don't know why you hide from the one. Can't close your eyes to the one mess up and lie to the one that you love. When you know you can cry to the one, always confide in the one you can be kind to the one that you love.
It's gonna go away for a second. I need to find where I put that. Okay, never mind.
That's a real bad one, don't treat me like a stranger. What do I see? Been a long, long time, wanna feel that danger. Oh yeah, you know me. If you real, you'll be on sight. Pass it over, let it out the sight. Couple other things that's on my mind. Let's go. Devil trying me, I look fine. Take you to the floor and let me see. Got a whole lot of bitches around me. Need a wild ass ride that I can feel. Let's go. Just floor it, I'm ready for it. Yeah, 5-star strut, yeah, look like my name. Where I go? Drop it low, yeah, wine on me. How it feel, that's my name. What I do? No, they don't. You're the best
Something's gonna
I've
pop
seen.
up, but it's just a test. Don't worry about it.
Just floor it, I'm ready for it. Now a one-on-one, am I making you nervous? Get right on me. Watch me throw that back, but you do it on purpose. What you feel? If you read, it be on sight. Pass it over, let it out the sight. Couple other things that's on my mind. Devil trying me, I looking fine. Yeah, 5-star strut, yeah, I look like my name. Where I go?
It's gonna happen again. Oh, never mind.
All right, court will call 20 CR 1358, People versus Letecia Stauch. Record should reflect the jury is not present in the courtroom. Yesterday when we took our break, Ms. Gratiano had gone through all of the exhibits. There were 5 that there were questions about. It was 204, 221, 293, 339, and 713. My understanding is that's been cleared up. I've also spoken with my court reporter. All of those exhibits have been admitted. Is that right, Kathy? Okay. Do you disagree, defense? I do not. Okay. So that means that all of the exhibits that I have as admitted, let me double check these here. All right, prosecution, what's your plan today?
Well, first of all, thank you for letting us do that exhibit audit to make sure that we had admitted everything. Our plan is, as soon as we bring the jury in, based on having that conformity between what we believe we had admitted and now what the court understands that we've also admitted with no objection from defense, we'll plan to rest as soon as the jury comes in.
Okay. Who are you calling first? Oh, sure. Hold on just a second.
Hold on. Hold on. Hey, sis. It just started, so you made it here. I was gonna do it in Discord, and then I was thinking, you know what? I'll just stream it. Come on, work with me. Yeah, they mute. They're muted because they're discussing some about what's going on. You leave us out of it, meanies. Sorry, sorry if it gets all pixelated up there, but that's not me moving it. It's their camera is shaking. I don't know why. Okay, they're back.
Okay. Let's go ahead and bring the jury in then. I should have asked. We do have everybody, right? Okay. Can you guys do return time at 1 o'clock? All rise for the jury, please. 1 o'clock, will that work?
Hey, everybody stand up. Get out of your seats. Come on.
Thank you. You may all be seated. Court will recall 20 CR 1358, People versus Letecia Stauch. Record should reflect the jury has returned to the courtroom. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Morning.
It's a little better here today. Working on split
Yeah.
net difference things seems to be helping out a little bit. Let's hope it stays that way. Again, has anything occurred since we were last together that causes any of you to believe you could not continue to serve as a fair and impartial juror in this case? If so, please raise your hand. No response. All right. With that, when we took our break yesterday, we were still in the midst of the prosecution's case in chief. Mr. Allen, call your next witness, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. With Kevin Clark's testimony yesterday, that concludes the state's evidence, and so we would rest our case at this time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what that means is the prosecution has presented all of the evidence which it has decided to present in this case to prove all of the charges against the defendant beyond a reasonable doubt. At this point in time, the defense has the opportunity, but not an obligation, to call witnesses. I want to remind you that the defense does not have to present any evidence or call any witnesses. With that, does the defense have any witnesses it intends to call?
We do, Your Honor.
All right. Do we know who?
Your Honor, we'd like to call Dr. Rhonda Niederhauser.
All right. Dr. Niederhauser, if you would step forward and raise your right hand, please, ma'am. Come a little closer.
Oh,
Is she trying to
go
be
right there.
Katniss?
Sure.
It's okay. Do you swear or affirm the testimony about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Go ahead and have a seat in the witness stand. Please watch your step as you step into the stand.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Could you please state your full name and spell your last name for
Sure.
the court reporter who's seated right in front
Sure.
of you?
It's Rhonda, Ronda. And you need my middle name too?
Last name's
Okay.
fine.
Niederhauser, Niederhauser.
How are you employed?
So I work at Fort Carson. I work at Evans Army Medical Hospital, and I work in Ivy Medical Clinic. It's a primary care clinic office.
Okay.
And I'm a clinical psychologist.
Okay. What is your education?
I have a doctorate degree, PhD in clinical psychology, and then I have a postdoctoral master's in clinical psychopharmacology.
Okay. And is this your full-time job at Evans Hospital on Fort Carson?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. And you work at a primary care clinic?
I do, yes.
Okay. Do you exclusively or primarily treat people that have had mental health or
I see
mental
all
condition?
kinds of different things. I would say the primary is people with depression, anxiety, adjustment disorder. I work mostly with the dependents of military spouses or military service people. And then I work with veterans and their family members as well.
Do you do active duty soldiers as well?
Occasionally, our clinic is primarily for the dependents, veterans
Okay.
and their dependents. Yeah.
All right.
Occasionally, there'll be a mom that brings her kid in and has some postpartum depression or anxiety, and I'll see them. But we have other clinics that will take care of the active duty service members.
How long have you been at Evans Hospital?
10 years.
10 years. And how long have you been a practicing clinical psychologist?
Since 2000.
2000.
23 years.
All right.
It looks like they
So-
moved the camera.
In December of 2019,
court.
did you meet with
You
a
can't see
Letecia
under the
Stauch?
desk
Yes, I did.
anymore.
Okay. And is this Miss Stauch seated at the table, as you recall?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And what day did you meet with her?
I don't have that.
Okay.
But from memory, based on the records I reviewed, I think it's December 5th and also December 13th.
Okay. All right. And what did you meet with her about?
So she came in to see her primary care doc first, and that's kind of what I do. I'm a clinical psychologist, but I work as a behavioral health consultant. So my job is to work with the primary care docs to see what care somebody may need. So do they just need brief intervention? Do they need ongoing counseling? Do they just need medications? Kind of get them to the right place. So she originally came in to see her primary care doc. She was having some constipation, and the doc also did a depression and anxiety screener on her. And based on her anxiety symptoms and what she was going through with stress, her doctor walked her into me. And I have 30-minute appointments. I don't do the typical psychologist type of job because I work in a primary care clinic office and I get people walked in all the time. So she was walked in for me for stressors with her work, and she was having some anxiety symptoms.
Okay. So she went to see her primary care doctor back in December 2019.
Correct.
And your understanding is the primary care doctor thought that it would benefit her to come and meet with you, a clinical psychologist.
That's correct.
Okay. And how long did you talk to Ms. Stauch? Was it the full 30 minutes? Or
I documented it was 30 minutes. I
Oh.
didn't have a timer on it, and I can't tell from 4 years ago. So I'm sorry.
okay. And what was your diagnosis, or did you make a diagnosis?
It was anxiety, generalized anxiety disorder.
Okay. Did you prescribe any medication or treatment or therapy for her?
So I don't prescribe, so I make recommendations to the primary care docs. And then I recommended that she see a therapist.
Okay. What was your recommendation for medication?
Hydroxyzine.
Hydroxyzine?
She had said that she had tried other medications in the past, and she wasn't having depressive symptoms. It was more anxiety, and she was having trouble sleeping. And hydroxyzine is an antihistamine. It's like Benadryl. It's what you can get over the counter, which is in Tylenol PM, that can make people sleepy. But Benadryl's never been a medication that helps people with anxiety. Hydroxyzine, we found, can help with anxiety and can help with sleep.
Okay.
And that's what I had recommended.
Was she ever prescribed lorazepam by you or anybody else that you're aware of?
I don't remember.
Okay. Did you discuss stress and anxiety that she was having from her work as a teacher?
Yes. So she had told me that somebody at her work was being harassed and that she stood up for that person. I don't know what kind of witness she was to them, but because she was a witness, she felt like she was being harassed.
Okay. And at some point, you provided a letter dated December 5th, 2019. There's also a letter dated December 15th, 2019, that has your name and everything, but there's not actually a signature. Do you recall that letter?
I do. Do you want me to speak to both letters?
No, just the latter one.
Yeah. The second letter, so I saw Ms. Stauch on the 13th of December. And at that time, she was doing better. She had decided that she was going to quit that job and she was going to go in another school district. She was going to look for a teaching job in another school district. And because she had made that decision, I think some of her anxiety was relieved. In fact, when I did it's called a behavioral health measure 20. So it measures all kinds of different things, including anxiety. Her symptoms had gone down. And I think that was mainly because of making that decision to leave that job. So she left, and then I got an email from her that she apparently had talked to her work, her boss, whatever the case may be, and they told her that they wouldn't allow her to quit because she was on a contract, and if she wanted to resign, she'd have to have a letter from her doctor indicating that it was recommended. So that was the letter that I had written, was that I recommended that she be able to resign from her position based on her anxiety symptoms.
Okay.
And then I sent the letter. I'll finish.
Oh, I'm sorry. And you had,
Wait. Let's stop both of them. I know it's hard for you because everybody comes in, number one, they're nervous.
Sure.
And they may not have done this before, but the court reporter is taking down everything we say as we say it.
Sure.
That's important for one thing. It's easier for her to take things down if only one of you is talking at a time. It's also easier if you speak slower.
Okay.
She'll appreciate that.
Okay.
So let's try again.
and you provided Ms. Stauch a copy of the letter.
Thank you, Tabby.
Where you recommended that she step down from her current teaching position.
Correct.
Okay. Did you provide that a written copy to her? Or did you send it via text, electronic, email?
I sent it by email. I sent her a draft of the letter,
Okay.
which means basically I didn't sign it. I sent her the draft so she would be able to read it and see if she felt like it was sufficient, if I was not putting in too much information or if I was putting in not enough information. So I sent that letter, the draft of the letter, to her.
The therapy that you recommended that she start, what type of therapy are we talking about?
It just would have been individual
Talk therapy
Yes.
with a psychologist or psychiatrist?
therapist, yes.
Okay. After December 2019, did you have any more contact with Ms. Stauch?
No, I did not.
Okay. Can I have just a second, Your Honor?
You may.
That's all I had. Thank you, doctor.
Cross-examination.
Thank you, Ron.
I apologize, everybody. I'm nervous.
Would it surprise you you're not the first person that's been nervous on the witness stand?
I was hoping I wasn't the only one.
Everybody feels it. Don't worry
Okay.
about it.
Okay.
So, Dr. Niederhauser, I think you said you've been a clinical psychologist since 2000. Is that right?
That's correct.
When you see a patient like you did with this particular defendant, what kind of things do you have access to?
Their report, of course, we do scales. We do a depression scale, which is called the Patient Health Questionnaire 9, and it gets the main symptoms of depression. We also do what's called a Generalized Anxiety Disorder Questionnaire. It's called a GAD-7. And so we have access to that, to give that to people. The second appointment, we do a Behavioral Health Measure 20. The only reason that they did that one is the first one was with her PCM, and the primary care docs provide those questionnaires. I'll also provide it if the docs have not provided it, if they walk in to see me. But the behavioral health measure, when somebody has an official appointment with me, they're filling that out in the waiting room, and then they bring it to me. That's what the government wants me, the military wants me to have people fill out. I
Government
like
and
the other two forms better, but that's what they have us fill out.
Government and the regulations, right?
Yes. Yes, military, yes,
Do you get a description of symptoms from the patient?
I do.
You agree that this particular patient, the defendant, endorsed that she had sleeping problems,
I do.
that she was feeling tired,
Yes.
that she was having trouble concentrating,
Yes, I believe so.
and that she had moderate level of anxiety.
That's correct.
And then that she also, though, denied any suicidal ideation.
That's correct.
What does suicidal ideation mean?
Where she wants to kill herself.
She also denied any homicidal ideation.
That's correct.
She denied any intent or plan to commit either suicide or homicide as well.
That's correct.
And that was on December 5th, correct?
Correct.
Did that hold true on the second date, on December 13th?
It did.
She cited as the factors of her psychological issues as the stress at work, correct?
That's correct.
And that she was trying to quit that job,
That's correct.
and that she wanted a letter from you to be able to quit that job.
That's correct.
Did you consider the option that she might be manipulating her visit with you to get a letter to present to work?
I did not. That's not typically how we
Okay.
operate. We trust the people that come in to see us. I would not be a good psychologist if I cross-examined every person that came in
Sure.
and said, I don't believe you. So that's how a therapeutic relationship works, is you have to trust the person that's coming in to talk to you.
Did you note in your notes on this from December 5th that there was no disorientation observed?
That's correct. She knew where she was, who she was,
Why is that important?
situation. It's important because you have to know who you are, where you're at, what's going on.
And she had no problems there.
No, not at all.
She also was not exhibiting any hallucinations, correct?
That's correct.
Her memory was not impaired.
That's correct.
Even remote memory was not impaired.
Correct.
And more significantly, recent memory was not impaired.
That's correct.
Judgment was also not impaired.
That's correct.
Speech was normal.
Correct.
Rate of speech was normal.
Correct.
Didn't seem to be pressured in her speech.
Correct.
Tone was not abnormal. It was not monotone or any other abnormality.
Correct.
And volume was normal.
Yes,
And in fact, you noted no language abnormalities were demonstrated at all.
that's correct.
You also went through her thought processes, correct?
Correct.
They were not impaired.
Correct.
In fact, you noted that they were linear, logical, and goal-directed, correct?
Correct.
You also evaluated her for connectedness, correct?
I'm sorry, what?
Connectedness. Do you remember that?
I don't know what.
Okay, there's a note in your report that said evaluation of connectedness showed no deficiency.
Correct.
What does that mean?
So I think what you're referring to, and this has been like an old note, so I don't have access to it. But I think that it refers to how you connect to other people. And I didn't see any problems with her connecting to me. And she had connections to other people, her family.
Okay. And just so you're aware, I know that you're nervous. It's okay to be nervous, like I was talking about at the beginning. If you can't remember, and it would be helpful for you to review your report. If you tell me that you can't remember and it would be helpful, I can show you your report
Okay.
and then you can review it, okay?
Okay.
That's a standard thing that we do with lots of witnesses.
Sure.
You noted that her insight was intact.
Right.
What does that mean, insight being intact?
She recognizes what's going on with her. She has insight that she has anxiety, that kind of thing.
And you also noted that she was not having any delusions.
Correct.
If you're noting all of those things, are those signs that somebody is not suffering from a severe mental health disorder?
That's-
We approach.
No, if you have an objection, state it.
Honor, I don't believe this witness is allowed to.
They muted, but
She can,
never
then
mind.
she can tell me if that's the case.
And what I'm asking Dr. Niederhauser is, based on your years of experience as a clinical psychologist since 2000, and then working as a clinical psychologist for Evans Army Hospital and at Fort Carson's, Are those types of things that somebody would suffer if they are suffering from a severe mental health disorder?
Can I answer that or no?
I'm not the one giving direction here.
Okay. So what I basically would say is if I had any concerns that she was a danger to herself, a danger to someone else, or she was gravely disabled, which means she was psychotic or so severely depressed that she wasn't functioning, then I would have placed her on a 72-hour hold and sent her to a psych hospital. So she had some anxiety, she was having some stress, but she was not suffering from severe mental health disorder to the point where I felt she was a danger to herself or others, or couldn't function,
Okay.
or was psychotic.
Okay. And that's exactly what I was asking. This particular patient was not suffering at the time that you saw her in December on the 5th or the 13th of any severe mental health disorders, correct?
That's correct.
In fact, you noted that she was only suffering from generalized anxiety disorder.
Correct.
What is generalized anxiety disorder?
So that's where you have anxiety, and for people that aren't familiar with anxiety, it's just worry, nervousness, like I am right now. And so you worry about everything. So you don't just worry about certain things, you worry about a lot of things.
Okay. On December 13th, you went through the same sort of neurological assessment of the defendant, correct?
Correct.
You noted that there was no disorientation observed,
Correct.
that she was oriented to place, person, time, and situation,
Correct.
that she was not suffering from any hallucinations,
That's correct.
that her memory was unimpaired,
That's correct.
and that remote memory was not impaired,
Correct.
recent memory also not impaired,
Correct.
judgment was not impaired.
Correct.
Why is it important to note that her judgment was not impaired?
Because if somebody's has poor judgment, then they're going to make bad decisions.
And
So-
her judgment was normal.
Correct.
Her speech was normal.
Correct.
Tone again was appropriate. No volume issues or monotone issues or anything like that, correct?
Correct.
This is prosecution.
And then you noted on that same day, December 15th, that last time that you had evaluation with this defendant, that she was still only suffering from generalized anxiety disorder.
Correct.
You mentioned the M1 hold, that 72-hour hold. Tell the jury what that is.
So it's a hold that I can place on somebody and send them to a psych hospital. It's up to 72 hours. Generally, when you send them to the psych hospital, the psychiatrist or whoever's in charge at the hospital will continue to keep them on that hold. The reason we place somebody on a 72-hour hold is because they're a danger to themselves, they're a danger to someone else, or they're gravely disabled, like I was saying before. So they're so psychotic that they don't know who they are, what they're doing, or some people are so severely depressed that they're not eating, they're not taking care of themselves, they're not functioning. So that's where we can place somebody on it's called an M1 hold in the state of Colorado.
And during your career as a clinical psychologist, have you ever dealt with somebody that you had to put on an M1 hold?
So since I've been at Fort Carson working in a primary care clinic office, I don't see it as often, but I would say probably in the 10 years I've been doing this, it's probably been once or twice a year. So it's not frequent, but it happens. Prior to this, my job was as a mental health evaluator at Memorial Hospital for 5 years. And that's exactly what I did. People would be brought into the emergency room to make a determination if they were a danger to themselves or others or gravely disabled. And so I put people on M1 holds or emergency commitments. Emergency commitment is same thing, except you're under the influence of alcohol or drugs. And the emergency commitment, you would send them to detox, and that's a 5-day hold. And so I had a lot of experience of working in emergency situations and placing people on M1 holds or emergency commitments prior to working at Evans for 10 years.
As a professional and as an expert in clinical psychology, do you feel comfortable doing that if you're seeing the signs that would be appropriate for a placement on an M1 hold?
Yes.
Did you see anything about this defendant on either December dates of 2019 that caused you to have any concern that she was a danger to herself or to anyone else?
No, I did not.
Okay. May I have just one more?
You may.
What was the source of information as it relates to your interactions with this defendant?
Just the clinical interview with her and the scales that we utilized.
So basically everything coming directly from her.
Correct.
Did she?
The only time we get collateral information is if we do have concerns about somebody being a danger to themselves or others, or they're psychotic, or, people are worried about them because they're not functioning. That's when I would get collateral information from other people.
And that didn't occur here?
No, it did not.
Okay. Did she have any history whatsoever of psychological treatment in the past?
She had told me that she'd been diagnosed with anxiety in the past. In her medical records, she does have a diagnosis of panic attacks and anxiety. And then she had told me that she had tried different medications, but I don't think she'd ever seen a therapist before.
Was there ever any history that you knew of that she'd been in an inpatient treatment?
She had not.
Had not.
Had not. That's at least what she told me.
She told you that?
Yes.
Okay. Did she mention any, as it relates to the stress or the anxiety, did she mention anything to you about stress related to her stepfather from 20 years ago?
She did not.
Did she mention any stress related to sexual abuse at the hands of stepfather from 20 years ago?
She did not.
Okay, thank you. That's all I have, Your Honor.
Redirect.
I don't have any questions. Thank you. Thank you,
Do,
Doctor.
do any of the jurors have any questions for Dr. Niederhauser? Looks like we have one. Counsel would retrieve that, and counsel approach, please. All right. Dr. Niederhauser, did you or the defendant set the second appointment on December 13th?
I did.
All right.
Well, I asked her to get an appointment and somebody scheduled it.
Okay. I will allow reasonable follow-up as to that question only. Mr. Cook? Mr. Allen?
So how was it that you had contact with her to set that second appointment?
So usually what I do is I walk them out. There's a back desk, they check out and then they actually make an appointment. So I think that's how it happened.
Okay, so it was basically at the end of the first appointment, you walk out to the lobby and then you say, set another appointment in a couple of weeks, essentially?
That's correct.
And why did you have to do that for this particular person?
I typically do that as just a normal routine because I want to make sure that I don't do the ongoing therapy, but I want to make sure that I'm following up with patients and making sure that they're getting the help that they need. And so that's why I set it up. And then she did get prescribed that hydroxyzine. And so I wanted to follow up with her and make sure that how she was doing on that medication.
So this was only in response to just you wanting to make sure that what you were recommending was working and to follow up, not because you had some concerns about severe mental health disorder.
That's correct.
Okay, that's all I have. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Niederhauser. You may step down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before you came in this morning, the attorneys and I were talking about some logistical things. And I know you might not be surprised. You might be, but you might not be surprised to find that in a case with this number of witnesses, this number of exhibits, sometimes scheduling issues occur. And so we don't have any other witnesses until 1:30. Until 1 o'clock. We're having there's a scheduling issue with respect to the next witness. So what we're going to do is I'm going to send you out until 1 o'clock. If I can have you back in the jury room at 1 o'clock. Again, don't discuss the case with anyone else. Don't discuss the case among yourselves. Don't do your own independent research about any aspect of this case. And the attorneys and I will be dealing with other issues. We're going to talk some probably about some jury instructions, some logistical things, and things like that. So while we're not able to use your time efficiently this morning, I still hope to do that here. And we are still ahead of where we thought we would be at this point in time. So I know it looks like there's some downtime, but we're still going to use it efficiently from our end. And we are still ahead of where we thought we would be. So enjoy the morning, I guess. And we will see you at 1 o'clock. All rise for the jury, please.
He's doing a whole lot of smiling. Whole lot of smiling. Crazy.
Thank you. You may all be seated. Record should reflect the jury has left the courtroom. All right, Ms. Stauch, I'm going to go back through some of the questions that I talked to you about last week. I just want to confirm prosecution, there are no prior felony convictions. Is that accurate?
Correct, Judge. There were some prior felony arrests, but they were not convictions.
Okay. All right. And Ms. Stauch, how old are you? And we've talked a little bit about your education. You have a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, and a doctorate degree. Do I have that right? And how's your health today? And are you now or have you been under the influence of any alcohol or drugs in the past 24 hours? Do you understand that you have a right not to testify? Can you hear her okay, Kathy? Okay. And if you choose not to testify, then the jury can be instructed about that right and be told that they cannot infer your guilt from the fact that you remain silent, and that it would still be the prosecution's burden to prove the elements of the case to the jury beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that? Do you understand, however, that you have a right to testify? And do you understand that if you want to testify, no one can prevent you from doing so? Do you understand that if you choose to testify, you may be cross-examined by the prosecution concerning any matters which are relevant and material to this case? Do you further understand that juror questions may be submitted, but that the same rules of law, evidence, and procedure that apply to lawyer questions will apply to juror questions, and that improper juror questions will not be permitted? However, legally proper juror questions may be asked of you if you decide to testify. Do you also understand that the decision to testify or not to testify is yours personally, and only you can make that decision? Do you further understand that even though your attorneys may disagree with your decision, that the decision is entirely yours and yours alone? Do you fully understand this advisement? Is there anything further you wish for me to explain to you concerning your right to testify or not testify? What is your decision? Do you wish to testify or not testify? All right, we'll wait until Dr. Lewis has concluded her testimony, and we will see where we are then. And we'll
Oh,
go from
come
there. In the
on.
meantime, let's use a little bit of the time for jury instructions, just preliminarily. I'm going to take out the instruction regarding discrediting by conviction of a felony. We've not had anybody. The instruction regarding expert, I think, is missing some language. I have to look at it. It doesn't It looks like it's missing some language, so I just need to look at it. And then, Mr. Tellini, do you have a theory of defense? Are you intending to submit one? Okay, so, all right. And do you have any objections to the instructions that have been tendered by the prosecution?
The only one I have, they all appear directly with Bull G, except the one about lay witnesses.
Right.
On sanity. The objection to that one, I understand it comes from statute, but I think it unnecessarily highlights. That testimony, I mean, clearly witnesses can do that, the court, it's clearly allowed them to do it, so I think it's implied that it's acceptable for them to do that.
Mr. Allen? Mr. Young?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Not prepared to give you case law on this particular issue this time, so I'd like to reserve argument until I find the case that addresses this issue.
Okay.
Obviously, there's a statute right on point that allows that to happen, which is 16.8.109. The jury has heard that type of testimony. Defense has objected in front of the jury to that type of testimony. Therefore, the people feel it's necessary to give them an instruction as law with regards to layperson testimony. The wording of that instruction is, I believe I used that particular instruction in another homicide case where insanity was an issue. I just can't recall what case I got that from. And so I'll be able to get that to the court this afternoon.
Okay.
Of course, the defense has an alternative instruction that they'd like to provide. We're more than welcome to look at it.
Well, I'm looking at 16.8.109. This issue came up earlier, I think, in response to Mr. Grusing's testimony. Okay. All right. All right. And Ms. Stauch, as I understand it, you're willing to waive your presence for the jury instruction conference? Okay. Covered it.
Okay, what happened for them to cover it? Oh, I guess she's walking out. They had to put her in handcuffs and move her out. What'd she do?
All right. I'm looking at 16.8.109, and as I was about to say, I think that the instruction as submitted, I'm not sure I'm going to give it in the form that it's in light of, get the citation for you here. I know the case is People versus Dunlap, but I can't remember the citation offhand.
173 P. Does it sound right?
Uh, nope, I'm thinking it's 36 P third 778. And the case that I'm thinking about now, granted, there are a number of different iterations of Dunlap because it's a death penalty case, so it went up and back a number of times. But I think the case that I'm looking at is 36 Pacific 3rd 778. I can tell you for sure the principle of law is that it was reversed because the language in the instruction that was given by the court did not specifically track the language in the death penalty statute. And so I think the closer that language in an instruction tracks the actual language in the statute, I think the better we are. I do think, and I am inclined to give such an instruction in part because it's warranted by the law, and in part because there has been some testimony regarding from lay witnesses regarding their impressions about Ms. Stauch's mental status at any particular time. And so I think that the jury should be advised that they can, whether they give way to that or not is up to them, but I think that they should be advised that it's proper to consider that and take that into consideration. And then the only other question that I had was you submitted a jury instruction that I didn't know what the source was. It says the question of the defendant's sanity or insanity has reference to her mental condition at the time of the alleged acts, the condition of the defendant's mind previous to the act charged and since that time may be considered only to aid you in determining her sanity or insanity at the time of the acts charged. It sounds like it's a standard instruction somewhere, but I didn't find it.
And it did these so long ago, it's hard to remember where I
Okay.
I got most of them from Colgy, but I also did some from prior cases that I had. So I'll do some research while we have some time and figure out where I came up.
Okay, that one, that's the only one that I had the question about. So, and let's see. Is there anything else that we need to address prior to Dr. Lewis's testimony at 1 o'clock? Mr. Young?
Besides what we talked about yesterday, that's the only concern.
Well, let's talk about that because she's going to be here at 1 o'clock. So what is it that you are requesting?
That the court remind her that she's not to get into the substance of her meeting on Sunday for 3 hours with the defendant and.
Okay. All right. Okay. Mr. Tellini?
She does in the evaluation diagnose with a possible traumatic brain injury and reference earlier hospitalizations in the report that was provided before.
Can you show me where that was?
Yep.
That's in there. I just remember reading that as well.
I remember reading it. I just can't remember which report, whether it was hers or someone else's. I didn't recall it as I was looking at it in hers. So what page are you looking at, Mr. Tilley? I see the diagnosis of the traumatic brain injury by history, but I didn't see where she mentioned. Yesterday, we were talking about a softball incident, and I didn't see that mentioned. Okay. No, not well, 1 o'clock.
Okay, because they're confused on the 11th.
Yeah, no, 1 o'clock, because that's when Dr. Lewis will be here.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't take her back to CJC.
Yeah, so on the preliminary report.
The preliminary, okay.
Yes, on the third page. talked about a second diagnosis could be partial seizure. These kinds of seizures are characterized by auras. She was severely injured when a shell fell on her head and knocked her unconscious. Part of that, she suffered a head injury and was taken to the emergency room for a CAT scan and had a discharge of diagnosis.
Okay. Mr. Young?
Nothing about a softball, obviously, injury. It's in her report. It may lead to this conclusion that she comes up.
Okay.
And I do recall her talking to Ms. Stauch about the bookcase during her forensic interview that was recorded back in.
Okay. I think she can talk about that. Again, she can't talk about a softball injury other than to say that what she says here, prior to that, she suffered a head injury, was taken to an emergency room, required a CAT scan, and had a discharge diagnosis of brain damage. I think she can talk about that. What? Oh, she wants to come back. She can. Other than that, is there anything else that we need to take up?
Nothing from the
Defense? Okay. All right. We'll see everybody at 1 o'clock then. And I will tell you that even if we finished early today, we're not going to do closings tomorrow. I think it's fair to give everybody some time to get things together. So the earliest that I would anticipate closings would be Friday. I just think everybody needs to have some time to put all of their thoughts together. So, all right, we'll be in recess then.
Okay. Are you guys there? I'm not sure. I hope so. Yeah, we don't know yet if she's going to or not. Did they say how long they're going to be away? I had to clean up a mess that Patches did. They'll be back at 1? Okay. Well, that gives me time to build a new image. Take that down. You guys get to watch me do it. Huh. I think Mom's over here. No. Yep. No, it's Dad. Need to tell him what I'm doing though. Oh, come on. Load in. That way I can go over there. Oh, I want to say thank you to Tabby. More Truth for the Missing for the $10. Really appreciate it. That's gonna go for cat food. They're getting pretty low. Fix this. I want to say thank you. Hey, I need to build like a little platform, so I'm going to go up maybe 500 feet, put up a little box, and I need to make something for my stream. So, yeah, but I'm gonna pick it up when I'm done with it. I'm just gonna record it and then so I can use it. Just letting you know. Letting you know what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. I'm at 300 feet. I'm at 400 feet. 500 feet. I need to go to 1,000 feet. I'm at 800 feet. Hey, I'm at 1,000. Okay. Why isn't it letting me place? Well, that didn't quite work. Try this. Gotta go up again. Do I still have a hold of it? No. Darn it. All right. I'm going to do it a different way. Delete. Go home. Come on, get on the box. this. I go. Okay, I gotta go up a little higher. So 110. Darn you! Get out of there. Hey, made it. Okay. I don't know why I keep dropping frames. This makes no sense. Okay, I'm gonna take the stream down and put it right back up. Check. Did it reset for you guys? Okay, hopefully that helps. All right, let's get into editing. A box here. Platform. Where I can walk around. Not have to worry about falling to my death. Okay. Now, I need to put another little box out. Hello. Give me the box. You want to rotate it? Come on, rotate. All right. Select face. Go to textures. Ah. Stretch. I need to test. Wow, that goes up pretty high. So do it like this. Up. Up. Now see if it changes. Fix it. Okay. Put another block down. Right there. Yeah, the overhangs just a little bit. Good. here. Okay. Need to get my desk out. Come on, load. Yep, this is it. This is everything. Are you, do I still have people here? I can't see the stream. I can only see chat, so why I'm asking. No. Why? Oh, I need to turn snap back on. Yep. Snap. Move. About right here. Okay, time to test. Sit in chair. Do female, single. Single. Why am I still standing? Computer. Okay. All right. Now, let's see. Can I select face? Can I actually change it? Yes, I can. I bet I could put a gift in here. Okay. Let me. I'm going to test this. So give me 1 second. Looks like I'm a little high in the chair, so I'm going to have to fix that. Okay. Save video. Upload. Animation. No, not going to be an animation. Hmm. Would it be an image? Nope. All right. I can't upload videos. Dang it. Guess I'll put that on there. I'm looking at myself. Oh no. It changed everything. Man. I didn't have. I can't remember what I had that under. Metal. Uh, so I wonder if I delete this. Okay. Take it. Delete this stuff. And then I pull it back out if I'm able to get the computer part back. Yay! So good. It worked. No, computer. I need to change my height. Just pose. Yeah, there we go. Oh. All right, Layla, you about to go for a ride? Whee! Sorry. Oh, I didn't grab that. Do the whole turn. All right. Now we'll move back. Here. And this thing's all in the way. And I need its face. Oh. Do the got it. Black. Do black rug. Possible. Let's do that. Nah, let's go with the pink rug. Make it look like Shaggy. Okay. Gotta find a good angle. Everything up. Don't need that all the way. Shadows. Okay. Why can't I reset it? They changed so much stuff. Well, guess I'm finding a different picture. Oh, Lord. I don't want to add a script. Hey, I only got back down there to where it should be. Okay, I'm changing picture. Well, fine. You want to be a butthead? I'll teach you. Bye-bye. teach you to play with me. Bit more. All right, stretch. Yeah, I'm hungry too, but I have to wait till my brother-in-law gets home to be able to go anywhere. And it's too expensive to order anything. Okay, now, select face. Oops. Maybe I can do the pink rug back here. Yeah. I don't know, that'd be kind of cute behind with my white outfit. Now let's see, does EA work? Yes, it does. Okay. I need to turn my nameplate off. Get set up for recording. All right. Now I gotta edit the OBS. Oh. Okay. Let's just hit the screen. Does that look too stretched out to you guys? Wait on a response before I actually. Maybe I should get the camera control out. Okay. Looks good to you. Okay. All right. Let's test. Okay, again. Oh, all right. After editing, I can remove my voice and I can add music to whatever it's going to be. But I need to do this as a donation. So when you donate, it pops up. Yay! Get rainbow of hearts and slowly. Whoa, stop. Too far. And I'm going to record this one for like the waiting room. I got to do at least 5 minutes of this. So how you guys doing? Everything okay with you guys? You know what? I'm going to stop this because I'm going to make a duplicate of this back wall. Shift. Think shift duplicates. Yes. Shift duplicates. 8. Okay. Now, face. Huh. Okay. Just select this part. Oh, you know what? Shift, full, 8. Do a duplicate of this. Flip it upside down. Yeah, I guess I didn't even need to flip it upside down. Make it easier on me. All right. Have that. So 75. As I record, I'm just going to be spinning around like this. All right, let's build a little light. We got 30 minutes, so I don't have time to build it. I can build a quick light. I'm going to drop it down to maybe hard to tell. Go up. Change this. Drop the rate. Fall off at 1. Another one. The other. Don't want the glow. Not clicking on those. Okay, you don't see them, but have extra light on. 5. Low roll. I need to turn them on the back of the laptop or monitor. And I started recording. You know what? I did this wrong. I need to change this to. There we go. Start recording again. Change that to 155. Speed up the little spin here. Okay. Now I gotta find those balls. There's one. There they are. Go to more, go delete. See, that's what it'd be like without the lights being on. Really dark. And you only... I have a face lamp that's stuck to my head. And so that's why it's got a glow to it. Ah. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Okay. Now I gotta remove all this stuff. Stand up. Okay. Now, roll. I don't want none of that over there. Not much. Delete. Bye. I'm falling to my death. All right. Let's turn all the court stuff back on. I have to wait for them to go live before I can select them. All right. Gift. Change. Make it this one. Ooh. Wait. Uh, Well, I can't put any of that stuff back until they go live again. Um, yeah. Let's see how this looks on stream. Huh, not bad. A little bright. Maybe I picked the wrong one. Oh, I guess they're all that bright, huh? Color creation. Okay. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go offline, uh, set this up because I got to do another upload to Stream Elements, and then about 150, I'll go live. It sound like a plan? Okay, I'm going to bring this down, and I'm going to try to figure out how to get to the store, get some cat food. They're getting low. I have 3 cats, so they probably got like 2 or 3 more days food. Alrighty. I'll talk to you guys soon.